Ones in Ghana and then even Africa. See, if you are in the USA, if you are in London, UK, Canada, Europe, any part of the world, see, tap send has made it very easy. All you have to do is to tap and send. Within a twinkle of an eye, your money will be sent with no stress. It's very fast, convenient, and easy to access everywhere. What are you waiting for? Just tap and send. Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Welcome back. We're still at the special edition of Diaspora Weekly. But notice something. Our shirts have changed. And there's a reason for that. Africa is going to this Qatar World Cup in full force. And I have the people here with, for the first time, what you're going to be seeing on your screens when you're watching the games. Okay? We're going as one. We might be 5 different countries, but we're going as one unit. And the people who are going to make that happen are with me right now in the studio. I've already introduced to you lawyer Safwa Beprese, who was with us in the first segment. Lawyer, welcome.
Thank you.
But now we've brought in a lady, the trainer there.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Football and women is still kind of new. So how do you get into this whole mix, Patrine?
Yeah, so it's new though, but I think that it also has come a long way.
It's come a long way.
Because this year we'll be having the 14th edition of African Women World Cup. It used to be called Total Women African Cup.
Okay.
For sponsorship purposes, and it's organized by CAF.
Okay.
So this year will take place in from 2nd to 23rd July in Morocco.
Oh, okay.
And we'll have 12 African countries going, including Burundi, Uganda, Zambia, Togo, Burkina Faso, Tunisia. Of course, Morocco is automatic because it's the host. And this particular football African Cup will also be a qualifier for the World Cup, which will take place next year, 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. That will be in Australia and New Zealand, yes.
I was here waiting for you to mention Ghana.
Unfortunately, Ghana did not make it. So we played against Nigeria, and Nigeria beat us too. So interestingly...
They beat us in the women's and then we beat them in the men's.
Yeah, so that's what happened. That's what happened. But this is where I come in, because you see, Ghana and Nigeria both are very good football nations. So when you put two seeded nations together, you just want to say, and so that is something that I appeal to CAF to look at, because when you put two together, then of course one will lose, and when one loses, these are the people that will possibly also could qualify for the World Cup.
Right.
So then I think in future I'll appeal to CAF to really look at it, that maybe you can mix it, not to put like maybe two seeded teams.
You're a nicer person than I am. For me, I'll just say, CAF, this is a blunder. What is the seeding of Ghana and Nigeria?
I mean, in terms of global football, and in terms of even African football, I mean, both Ghana and Nigeria have been to the World Cup, as in the women version. In fact, the Ghanaian women went to the USA,
Right.
Yeah, and did very well.
So when you're doing the
even
seeding,
before the men went,
here.
yes. So it's a bit, I think when it comes to the women's African Cup, permutations, maybe they don't pay particular attention to the seeding systems, because Ghana, Nigeria definitely shouldn't have played.
Yeah.
It was not even at the AFCON.
Yeah.
You know, they played to qualify for the AFCON. You know, where, so you have, I mean, with much apologies to, I mean, my colleagues in the other countries. I mean, you have Burundi, Botswana, all, they have qualified.
Uganda, Togo.
You know,
well, you know,
and Ghana is out because they said, okay, Ghana, Nigeria, play each other and let's decide who goes to the AFCON.
And then you have the Burundis and the Togos.
They meet, I mean, weak oppositions, and they qualified and they are there.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but can't you get a University of Ghana women's team to beat any of these teams? Look, there's something called outcry. Okay?
Yeah.
You are a nicer person. You will appeal to them. We should have a serious outcry to make sure that this doesn't happen again. How do you put two giants in the same, you know, so we'll
two
put
nations
that
that
rest.
have both been to the World Cup before, and you're playing
and
for
now we're
qualifiers to go
automatically
to the,
out of the World Cup.
yes.
And then we will take our best four to the World Cup. So after the AFCON, we'll take our best four
to the
World Cup.
So can you imagine the people are sitting, hey, what happened to the Ghanaian team? Oh no, Burundi, we showed up. Come on.
So I think if Ghana is there, there's a high chance of also getting in there. And because at the World Cup, we are going to meet giants as well.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
Yeah, we need to
that's
take
right.
our best
The
team
best.
From Africa to
And
the
when
World
something
Cup.
like this happened, you have to wonder, were there any, you think it was accidental or malicious? You are the lawyer, let me ask you.
No, I know. I think they do balloting at that stage. There, you know.
So it was fair balloting.
I don't know exactly what happened, but I mean, it just happened that Ghana and Nigeria had to play in the preliminary stage, and that is very, very awful.
You know, let me go back to this guy, South Africa. Anyway, I'll back off because I know the name that you have. Or let's talk about the name that you have in front of you.
Yeah.
This Motsepe Foundation.
Yes. Motsepe Foundation, because you know, a short while ago we had former, you know, CAF vice president with us, Mr. Kwesi Ntechi. And you remember he made a very, very valid point that the reason African football seems to lag behind that of Europe and other places is the sponsorship side of it. You know, European football is sponsored. They put in lots and lots of money. Okay, and that is why, even though we seem to have the best players, you know, that make the football tick in those teams. You know, you talk of, you know, Liverpool, you talk, I mean, Mane and Salah and all these African boys. But at the end of the day, when we come here, we don't put that kind of money into our football. And we know that it is time for a change now, because for the first time now we have a multi-billionaire. Okay, that is the president of African football. And we want to make an appeal to him that this World Cup that we're going to, this Women's World Cup that will be next year, we want to see him taking the lead. Fortunately for us, you know, he has a foundation that is committed to spend millions of dollars into social interventionist, you know, projects. He himself, you know, has signed an undertaking that half of his estimated $3 billion, you know, largesse will go into social interventionist, you know, programs. So COSUA, you know how we supported in, you know, the CAF elections, we supported his candidature and all that. We say that this is the time for him to come to the real rescue of African football. Let's get the kind of sponsorship that we need, because COSUA, our plan is to be able to take at least 5,000 Africans from all the 55 countries to Qatar. And you can see the shirts that we're wearing. She's wearing COSUA Senegal.
Yeah.
I'm wearing COSUA Ghana.
Yeah.
The others will be joining us. The 5 countries, you know, we want to unite Africa around the World Cup, and we want the Motsepe Foundation, you know, to hold our waist and help us into this.
To add to that, I mean, we have 12 African countries going for the African Women Cup. and we want to sponsor like 100 people from each country. So that is about like 1,200 sponsoring these people in terms of accommodation, everything. So it means that to Morocco this year. That is, and it's coming soon, between 22nd to 23rd July. Yeah, and we want to sponsor these people. So that needs a lot of funding. And so for us to do both the World Cup for the men and the women, we need funding. And that is why we are appealing to the Mosepe Foundation to come to...
Okay, so let me play the devil's advocate. If I'm Mosepe, my team South Africa did not make it. Why should I care? And if I'm also this Nigerian cement guy, Dangote.
Nigeria also didn't qualify.
Yeah, Nigeria didn't qualify, so why should I care?
Both of them are playing in the Women's African Cup. Nigeria is there, South Africa is there. So at least from the women's perspective, show something. Okay. And they might, in fact, both of them are very likely to emerge as one of the four contestants that will qualify for the Women's World Cup as well. We are building African unity, my brother. You know, and we have identified football to do that. The African Union has put a stamp on it to say that, look, this is the mission that brings the unites the continent. Okay. Just that the African Union doesn't have the money to put in, but we have people like the two that you've mentioned, you know, that can support us.
Not to mention MTN in South Africa.
Yes.
I mean, why is Total? You said you mentioned Total.
Total African Cup,
Total African. Total is a French company, so we have MTN, ShopRite, all these companies here. We go to your store, we buy your stuff. Africans are spending money to buy your stuff in your stores. But you want to sit down and let Total from France sponsor. I mean, am I missing something?
The last time I was here, you remember I told you our official sponsors of COSUA, you know, are Indian Americans caught trading in Las Vegas.
Look at this.
What are the African... You know, you write, you know, you approach them, you talk, and, you know, it's like, well, but we believe that now we're going to see a change because now we have our own man at the helm of affairs for African football. I believe that it will be, you know, a legacy, you know, for the Mosepe Foundation, for Africa to turn up at this World Cup, you know, taking the stance and failing the stance, you know, the way COSUA wants it to be done. So that, you know, Patrice Mosepe during his term, everybody will see that things have changed, things are being done differently. You know, let me tell you this. Previous World Cups, apart from the one, you saw the one in South Africa, Ghana, I mean, almost made it to the semi-final. Okay. But that wasn't our pedigree. But the support that we were able to mass up together,
when you saw the stands, every African was supporting.
It was Bafana Bagana, and it was there. That is what tells you that when we put the support together, African teams are able, you know, to get to whatever limits that they could do. If we had killed over Uruguay in that game, we were definitely beating Holland in the semi-final. And Africa would have made it to the final, at least. Okay, we can do it again. We're massing it up. We just need the support. You know, it's not just about Patrice Mosepe. Of course, he is the one that has taken the CAF leadership. That is why we are appealing to him. But everyone else, all the companies, come on board. COSUA is ready. We want to put the people in the stands in Qatar.
All right. What are some of the constraints that you've come across trying to get people to buy into women football? Because me, if I were a rich man and he came in and said I should put money in women's soccer, you would have to do a lot of convincing. Tell me what you would tell. Let me know what you would tell me to convince me to put money in women's soccer.
So I would say that, you know, as it stands, women are doing well. I mean, initially, we didn't even know that they would go this far in football, and Africans can attest to that. So what we need to do is to encourage them. Like, if we're able to take supporters out there to support them, because, you know, as you rightly mentioned, we have a lot of people supporting the men because they have been in football for a very long time. So that is something that is more like it's given. But the women now are also really doing well. And so if we give them that attention, encourage them, support them. And you know, lawyer Christina Techi mentioned that support is an integral part of football. So where you have people supporting, it also boosts the whole sort of, it gives them morale to go and do it. So if we don't invest in that, because supporting means investing. If we have to go out there, now we are thinking of even sending 100 people from each country to go out there support their countries. It's not enough. It's not enough. But you see, I mean, the larger the number, the better. But all these requires money, because that's the sort of something that we need. So I guess if we really want to promote that and promote women, because as we can see, our women are really doing well in this football. For the last time, they actually went out there and they brought us a trophy, right? So it means that we are not just sitting there. So everything it takes to support them, to also make women football more attractive, we should do it. So then I will appeal again that we should put more funding in it. In as much as we are supporting the men, we should also support the women. Yeah.
You've lived in America before. When Americans call it soccer.
Yeah.
When you mention soccer in America, it's a women's game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so does it surprise anybody that the USA women's soccer team does better on the world stage than their men team does?
Yeah, the US men team they've never won the World Cup, but the women's team
have won, I think,
several times. Several times. Yeah.
Okay. What message? You speak to Mr. Mosepe directly in this camera.
Okay. Yeah, we've made a lot of approaches and all that. I have personally been in meetings with, the South African High Commissioner here. We've sent a lot of messages. I'm supposed to be in South Africa myself, around this time, maybe possibly next week. So it's good timing for this program, to be done. And I'm hoping to be able to meet with Mr. Patrice Mosepe himself and then the directors of the Mosepe Foundation next week. Time is of the essence, and we will want to get the audience to put our, plans and everything before them. Just give us a hearing, listen to what we have, okay, and then you make a decision. Okay. So basically, we believe that African football under Patrice Mosepe must really reach, the goals that we set for it, and the supporters, we are ready to play our part in.
You also said the number that you're looking to send to Qatar.
Yeah.
How many per country? You said 55 countries.
55 countries. We want to do minimum. Okay, minimum. We want to do 500. Per each country that has qualified.
Okay.
Okay, and 50 per each country that didn't qualify, so that we get 5,000 people. From inside of Africa that travels over there. You see, the difference is that with the next World Cup in the USA, 2026, you already have a lot of Africans in America that on their own, they will be filling the stadium for you. This one, if we don't carry the Africans from here, you don't have, Qatar itself, the whole country's population is less than 1 million. Okay, so you don't expect to find enough Africans that will team up, fill the stands and support the continent. We need to pick our people, sponsor, and take us there. And COSUA,
COSUA, you're in every African country?
Almost. We are in 50 countries.
Which countries are left?
You
Off
always,
the top of your head.
off the top of my head, well, we don't have Guinea-Bissau. We don't have Cape Verde.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine. But to reach 50 countries, having representative in all of these 50 countries, that's a heck of an achievement. Yeah,
and we started way back, and we've committed a lot of time.
How old is COSUA?
COSUA is officially we are 15 years old.
15 years.
But if you talk about, starting off as sugar from I mentioned, the ashes of the May 9th disaster at Accra Sports Stadium, that is 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Very good. Final word from you. Are you going to be in Morocco?
Yes.
Okay, for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
If everything goes fine, we're going to be there in big numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, for Africa.
Okay. Very good. Final word.
So what I would say is that we really need to encourage our players. They are the stars of Africa. And so we need to do that by also getting the support that they need, because without the support, sometimes it can also demoralize you. So my appeal is that COSUA is doing a great job. We have all the strategies in place to make sure that our players will be fully supported. What we need now is funding. Okay. And that is sort of the bloodline now. And so we are appealing to everyone out there to support us so that actually we can, through football, unite Africa. And that is key. Uniting Africa is key. So let us make it happen. Thank you.
Very good. And your final word. I'm going to get up for this one because, see, give me the camera. Where's the cameraman? I want to stand and reach out to my my modeling talents and show this. You see this? This is an African map with Ghana flag in it, and it has a World Cup right here. Right? Right here. Okay, now if I turn around, you see what do you see in the back? The 5 countries that are representing Africa in the World Cup, right? You catch that? All right. Tell me the significance of these shirts in Qatar.
Wow. One Africa. That sums up everything. A united Africa that has the support of all the people of the continent of Africa.
Okay.
That is what we're going to wear. So this one is the brand. We have the same for, Morocco. We have the same for Tunisia,
Senegal,
and on and
Cameroon.
on and on. Yeah. I'm wearing the sample of what we want to do, with the sponsorship from the Mosepe Foundation.
Right.
This is just a proposal.
Right.
Okay. And I think we have the other countries represented here.
We're gonna show that.
Okay.
So the idea is, and this is what I think is the brilliant idea. If Ghana is playing in Qatar, you will have Cameroonians, Tunisians, Moroccans, and Senegalese wearing this.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
With the back like that.
Exactly. Actually, we
Do you
will have
realize-
all the 55 countries. In Qatar, as I told you, the 50 countries that didn't qualify, we're not leaving them behind.
No,
We're
but so are you going to make this shirt for all 50 countries?
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't
No, we're making it for the 5 countries that
That's
have
what I'm saying,
qualified.
yeah.
But you see,
all
we
the
are
50 countries that are the people
we're
that
taking
Where?
we're taking 5,000 people from Africa, all the 55 countries.
So
if
all
Ghana is
5,000
playing, all the 55 countries,
We wear
everybody
this.
is wearing COSUA Ghana.
and this one.
Yes,
Okay.
like
And
that.
so the 5,000 people that you're sending to Qatar, each one of them will have 5 shirts like
Shirts.
this.
Yes.
One for Ghana, one for Senegal, one for Tunisia, one for
Exactly.
Morocco, and one for...
Yeah.
I mean, this is genius stuff.
So on a match day for Cameroon, every African is a Cameroonian on
Yes,
that day.
whether
on
you're
a
from
match,
Ghana, yes.
on a match day for Morocco, every African is a Moroccan.
How do you pay for this?
That is why we're talking of talking seriously to, sponsors. We need sponsorship to make it run. And the good thing is this. COSUA's mass mobilization campaign in itself, is a win-win situation. Win-win in the sense that, we have a mobilization rally, point, that pays for itself. Once we get, that is why we're not just talking to sponsors, we're talking to investors as well. We're talking to financiers. Because if you want to invest money to make your money back, COSUA can handle that for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you
So
realize?
you're not even throwing money away.
Yeah.
By investing in COSUA.
Yeah.
Maybe we can give you returns on investment that you might not even get in any other way. We are prepared to talk, listen to us and then see what we have and see you helping Africa, uniting Africa, bringing crime down, solving all the problems of Africa, projecting Africa. And at the same time, you making money. Your money is not going to waste.
Lawyer Bebrese, thank you. You came in, we talked football and Petrine. You and I, there's a reason why we're not going to say anything on camera, because this shirt here, I'll just say something. In African parlance, when you take a drink to the palace, right? You don't return
it doesn't come back.
There's a reason for that adage, but I'm not going to get into that. But I want to commend you for this idea. Nyantichi said the impact of supporters on players. This is going to take that impact another level. Yeah. Because if I'm a Ghanaian player, I look in the stands, I see a guy from Tunisia, a guy from Morocco wearing Ghana cheering me up. Dude, do you know what this is going to do? If you're watching, sponsorship time, COSUA needs your help. And so with that, I want to thank you guys for visiting us, giving us all that we need to do to support you for Qatar 2022, November. So thank you for watching. This has been a special edition of Diaspora Weekly. I think this is the first time we've done 2 different segments. And thanks for staying with us. Thanks for watching.
Before ni agro hwe ye ni ebio ya ma politics titi entam ye ni atio na se ba mo to poshi hwe ye ni ebio ye nye bribi ma injirima ma kire mo dada kojo kranche me yo hene ba ya miri ye moje ni ye nye se kwa me kroma yesa ye di otambe mu ahwe e di asembe ba. We need peace, no ratatata. Solve the beef with your brother, da. Never kill each other, da. Judgment day, face ja. Kiri get to look member this. Seven love ja, work hard and make money. And all you tell you get to look make pound salad. Rascal kuna fa, we say be a message.